Hello, guys. Welcome back to Average Joe Rants, where we here rant about anything and everything we have an opinion on. Oh boy, do I have a whopper for you guys today. Man. It's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week. Sorry about the hair. Usually I brush it, which I did, but for some reason it's staying in this poofy ass fucking hairstyle, so we're just gonna rock it. You know, hopefully I can get under control, but I didn't want to put off this video any longer. It is like almost 2 o'clock in the morning for me. Today's subject is going to be something that I have railed against. I have been both supporter and condemner in this matter. That is the LGBTQ community. And one of the reasons why I'm saying I used to support it is because I really did. See, my sister is a trans person, but she is probably the worst example you could use for a trans person that is normal. She's such an asshole about it, it's not even fucking funny. She will typically yell at us for not getting her pronouns correctly. She will yell at us if we don't have some sort of fucking flag in our fucking house, which eventually we just didn't, just to piss her off. And she's just like, she's everything that's wrong with that community. So we eventually just said, fuck you, and disowned her, essentially. And the problem is, we didn't disown her until 10 years of this shit. So, but that's not what really the main thing is today, is it? The main thing is, when the fuck did I become a condemner? It can't just be because of my sister, right? No, it wasn't. The moment I became a condemner is when these dumb assholes decided to give shit to anybody who was straight, give shit to anybody who wanted a loving relationship that wasn't gay, and just started demanding shit that not even some fucking black people fucking get. It was ridiculous. They expect everybody to accept them. And, a lot of people were. A lot of people were. I was one of them, and then they just started being fucking ridiculous about it. I think the day I became a condemner is when my sister decided to, while we were on a camping trip, try to convince my niece, sorry, not my niece, my cousin, my little cousin, who was like 8 at this point in time, that she was a dude. Me and her got fucking into it. And eventually I left her the fuck alone and told my parents about it, because it was a birthday camping trip that we were taking for a couple days for my mother, which we canceled that day because of my sister. And she got so pissed off at my sister, my little cousin's parents came, and the dude wanted to beat her ass, trans person or not. And the mother of my little cousin, my big cousin, and no, there is no incest going on. My big cousin came first. She had a daughter with another dude, with a dude, and that's my little cousin. Technically once removed. Anyway, my big cousin, who is the mother of the 8-year-old I am talking about, comes up and starts giving her shit. And she has the balls to act like she did nothing wrong. It is ridiculous. And the thing is, this wasn't even the worst offense I've seen when it comes to a trans person. I've seen trans people attack other people. I've seen trans people go up to children like fucking creeps and try to convince them of their fucking viewpoint. There have been TikToks where people have said to get your child maimed and mutilated through surgery. I have seen I've been with my little cousin at a doctor's appointment where they brought up the subject of fucking surgery because at 10 years old, this is 2 years after, she started wondering if she was a dude or not, and the doctor tried to say she was, and that she needed to get surgery. And the excuse was, do you want a dead daughter or do you want an alive son? And my big cousin, thank God, said straight up, I don't want her to get surgery at this point because I don't know what's going to fucking happen. And so this shit goes on for 10 years, right? Not me personally, but all this trans shit goes on for 10 years. And then just in this week, Kansas has now basically said, we're not doing trans IDs no more. There is somebody in, I believe, Virginia who just won a $2 million lawsuit against a surgery she had while she was young that changed her gender. Now she's not able to have children anymore. From what I understand, I might be wrong. There might be a piece of the puzzle I'm not getting there. That's always a factor. And now the New York Times, usually the people who are supportive of this have basically just said doctors are basically did these surgeries because of belief and not medical science. My question, number one, because this is not the first time I've heard of an incompetent doctor or a bunch of incompetent doctors. There was that one Trump had that said that spirits were responsible for cancer. There was the one with my mother who almost fucking made her paralyzed for the rest of her fucking life. My question is this, ladies and gentlemen. Where the fuck are these doctors getting their doctorates from? Because I've come across fucking 5 of them in my life of incompetence in the medical profession. Where are these people getting their doctorates from? From fucking Stupid Town? And now, the organization that tracks which children had trans surgeries, fucking, apparently there's 65,000 children who have had their lives irrevocably changed because of their parents. And now they don't want to, now they're not trans people anymore. They want to go back to their gender, but now they can't. Because of this stupid bullshit that's been going on for 10 years. It pisses me off. I could never, if I had kids and I want them someday, I'll admit the boat's running away on that a little bit. But if I have kids someday, I would never, ever do something like that to them. It sickens me that, 65,000 children now have to be in the wrong body now because of this bullshit. It is horrific. And not only that, but you have these people. You had that one person who got arrested in Florida for being in the male bathroom, taking pictures of fucking people like a fucking creep. Telling people that they should not assume the gender of their child. I fully agree with that. Whatever it comes out as, it comes out as. Male or female. Okay? I want to just be perfectly precise here. I want to be very, very concise here. And I want to make sure there's no fucking fuck-ups with what my words are saying. I do not give a fuck what you are. I judge you based on your actions, not your words. Well, I judge you on your words, but you know what I mean. Basically, I judge you by your actions and your words and your worth as a person. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, there are currently 130,000 something parents who aren't even worth the same as a fucking cockroach, in my fucking opinion. Okay? I want this to be very clear. If you're a trans person and you just want to live normally, that's fine. Okay, I've met trans people that were completely great people to be around. They didn't judge anybody else. They didn't try to fucking do anything to change people's minds. They just wanted to live as human beings, and that's perfectly okay. But when you've got people, when you have several thousand people, you know, God, I'm so pissed off. I'm fucking stuttering. When you got several thousand kinds of people in your fucking community asking for the death of people who detransition, or straight people, or people who just have happy relationships, or just, it's not okay. I said it before. It's like I advocated for trans people to be known as a third gender because I know that would have been more palatable to society. And every time I'd say it to a trans person, they'd fucking yell at me about it. Well, you know what? Who's laughing now, motherfuckers? I had the answer for all you motherfuckers' problems. To have rights based on a third gender, to have bathrooms that were third gendered, to have everything as a third gender, and I'm not the only one to have this idea, by the way. You fucking call people like me bigots and racists and sexist and all that shit. Who is laughing now? Now, not only is your ideology completely fucked up the ass, but now you have literal state governments fighting against you. All because you had to keep fucking pushing. You had to do these surgeries. You had to ruin people's lives just so you could feel a little fucking bit of any sort of satisfaction. I fucking pity you, people. I absolutely fucking do. What you guys have done to these children and to the minds of several million more is nothing short of evil and fucked up. And you know what? It's not because of Trump. I've heard so many fucking people say if it wasn't for Trump being in office, that this would still be going on. No, it's not. It's not because of Trump. There is a certain point in society where something fucked up happens and we just have to say fucking enough. There was a certain point in Germany in the 1940s where people in that country were just like fucking enough. Same thing with this shit. When you start advocating for the death of anybody who doesn't agree with you and mutilate children, you do deserve to be executed, in my fucking opinion. You do deserve to be shot. You do deserve to be killed. Because at that point, you're not human anymore. When you advocate for the death of anybody who is happy, anybody who is straight, anybody who fucking has a different opinion for you, and even the mutilation of children, you're not human anymore. You are a demon in a human skin. And you want to know the best part? You guys know that. You fucking people know that fact. And you fucking hate it with every ounce of your being. You hate it. You hate that you have no recourse here. Because at no point can you ever justify these things. You can never justify the mutilation of children. You cannot justify the murder of hundreds of thousands of people. You cannot justify it at all. There's nothing you can say or do except just call names and try to cancel people. And even that's not working anymore now, is it? So you know what? I will give you guys, I'm a nice fucking person, so I will give you guys one piece of advice. Let it the fuck go. Let it go. Leave it. and come back later. Because right now, people like me are so fucking sick of you guys telling us what to do with our children, what to wear, what to fucking say. We're done. We're done dealing with you demons in human skin. To those trans people that simply want to live their lives, I say the V. I will gladly accept you. But for those people in the LGBT community who want the death of anybody who detransitions, who wants to mutilate children, who wants to fucking, jump off a fucking cliff. And make sure you go head first. Anyway, that was kind of a pretty extreme one, but that's my feelings on this matter, guys. Very few things I'm, extreme about, but that's one of them. So for the most part, that's going to be the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. And if you didn't like it, don't know what to tell you. But hey, whether you're watching this day or night, whenever you're watching this, I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.